Good morning everybody, welcome to daily vlog or blog 21st of July 2024. We're out on the Decathlon cargo bike. Now got a crate on the front or a box on the front. We're just off to the gym. It's a gorgeous morning here on the Bow Hill in Mansfield. I'm dressed in suitable attire, a rather questionable French workman's jacket, obligatory flip-flops, fake Ray-Bans and a cool bike. So what more could we want? Cycle in style on a cool bike. So we'll just get moving. So is it not questionable attire? It's also questionable cycle infrastructure. But we'll go nice and steady. I'll just move it into second gear. Proper cool bike. I don't know if you can see that. Bit of a handful. No, it's not. A bit of a leg full on hills. It's not too bad. I did think it would. I did think I'd feel flex in the middle. I think it'd be such a long loop frame with no other integral support. Sorry about the sun. It's a gorgeous day though. It's only about 8 in the morning. So, right, skirting around the subject of today's video is I'm going to touch on health. This is not a regular ride of mine, but it's a little ride I do because it's only a short ride. I start off with a little bit of a cardio workout on the first short section of hill, and it is a bit of a cardio workout. It certainly brings up my heart rate and my rate of breathing. This is fairly flat. Man, we're riding into the wind today. So it's only a loop of maybe, I don't think it's 2 miles, but I call it the gym. And I don't use the gym every day, I don't use it every week, but I do use it when I pass. Anyway, today's, you see even that little bit on this is a workout, and this section of bloody roadwork, it's horrendous. I should normally go on that side and then cross over, but with camera in hand, oh, it's too complicated. So it's a nice little jaunt, and then I'll go through the parks, King George's Park, where we'll use the outdoor gym. That's the park through there. I'll just turn the camera to me. There's a lady coming towards me. I don't want to get the lady in film. Good morning. Right. It's these, well, you know, it's these tractors, so I bought that 600 quid Decathlon bike because it glides across here like a magic carpet. That's the old, I don't know what you can see, that's the old Berry Hill Hall. The whole area was once called the Berry Hill Estate, a smaller version of these estates for the landed gentry in the Dukeries, or what they know as the Peaks in the Dukeries, Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire, where all the toffs lived and struggled to eke out a living on their vast acreages, and then they discovered coal on most of them, so they all made vast fortunes from coal, and most of them lost it. Then all the estates fell into disrepair. This Berry Hill Hall probably had a fate worse than disrepair, because the local council acquired it. I think the local council acquired it because after the mining it went derelict because it had a subsidence claim. Anyway, the council ended up with it, then it got sold on to a property developer 25 years ago. I've been here 25 years, and they're still developing it, building site for 25 years. And the penthouse, I think that was $500,000 at the time, when you could have bought the rest of the town for $500,000. Anyway, still skirting around the subject of health. That'll be at the gym. But I've got coffee, water, seating mat, books of cycle routes, and if you're watching me from Hull, I want to come up to Hull. I want to go and ride the Humber Bridge again. That is an amazing bike ride across the Humber Bridge, and I want to ride around Hull town centre, and probably have a couple of days in Hull. Then if I've a mind, I might beetle off over to Rotterdam. Anyway, if you live in Hull and would like to give me a guided tour or local knowledge, let me know. I'm going to turn off now because I got to the park and now we've got kids. I'll bring you back in a minute. Just thought I'd show you this. This is our local sports track, and a great amenity. Again, this is on the Berry Hill Park, and I did talk to you about this the other day, about how the certain organisation who work in the best interests of the community were trying to offload it to line the pockets for building. Anyway, it was handed over to the council, and what a marvellous, an absolutely marvellous facility we now have. And this is going to form part of one of our newest destination park in Mansfield. One of the good things in our park is they run events, and they do have part of the national cross-country championships in the park, and it looks like they've got an event on today. It's not a national championships because they have more of a controlled route, but it certainly looks as though they've got something happening. There's a start gate over there, centre-ish of the picture, you probably can't see it. So that is proper cool to have an event. There's a bench marked off here, that's probably for the officials Yeah, sign here says caution runners. So yeah, we've got a bit of a cross-country event on, which is great. Local amenities getting used to the max. Well, I've made it to the gym. This is our outdoor gym over here on the King George V playing fields. And this is what I use often when I'm coming back this way. And I have a Nemesis machine. This thing. But you can wait a minute. I'm going to put you on time lapse, do my workout, and then come back. Right, so this machine has at times become a bit of a nemesis for me. I'm probably doing it all wrong, but don't know if you could see that. Well, my nemesis on this machine is when I'm walking, the left leg goes a lot higher than the right, and I think that's a hip issue. That's my hip that I take the painkiller for. I think I've got probably a loss of movement in the right hip. I've noticed yesterday when I came and did this, my right foot was going only at half the height of the left foot. It wasn't so bad this morning, so maybe, I mean, I did a 10-mile bike ride on the way to here yesterday, so maybe that curtailed my movement in the hip a bit, I don't know. Absolutely no pain whatsoever, don't feel anything stopping. That's just as far as I can, equal effort with both legs, that's as far as it goes. And I can force effort. I did force the effort a couple of times on that, and I think you'll have seen my left foot go right to the top of the screen. I've tried to give my right foot the same effort, but it didn't respond. Which is now going to bring me onto the next bit of my video. Let's just go over here out of the way. So it's, got to be careful. There's one or two kids out on the swings and all that. I don't want to get kids in shot. Did get a chap there on the time lapse. He was quite happy to be filmed. Anyway, age is what it comes down to. Age, and in my case, denial. And I have an incredibly positive mental attitude to life, and I go through life, and everything I do, I risk assess, judge, look at it, and everything I do is not belts and braces, but I view everything that if you're in a desert and your Land Rover packs up, the only way you're going to survive is by driving out of there, and you've got to be able to sort out the problem and drive out. Or whether you're on a push bike, you won't be in a desert on a push bike, but you have to get out. That's why I ride on Wellbeing Marathon Plus tyres. So I'm in denial of age. I'm not in denial of age. I'm fully aware of the fact I'm 65 years old, and I'm fully aware of the fact of spending probably the best part of 55 or more years, or 60 years, being aware of old people and old people's shortcomings. This is all language that will get me hung in modern day society. But I'm an old person. I'm a senior citizen. But I don't have to be in my head. But it seems at times my body is dictating that I am a senior citizen. And that's just one thing that sort of struck home to me yesterday when I got on there. And for whatever reason, my right leg was only working for the same amount of effort. My right leg was doing half a job. And anybody who knows me, I don't do half a job in nothing. Or even anything. So I'm in denial of getting older. I'm going to stay in denial. I'm going to keep an absolutely positive attitude. I know some of you guys have messaged me about getting older. You can't skirt around the subject. So I thought I'd say something about it, because that yesterday became quite a thing in my head, that all of a sudden I'm thinking, oh, that's not how it should be. Anyway, not so bad this morning, but it's still not 100%. Anyway, I bought a couple of books with me. Let me just reach over and grab them and I'll show you what they are. I've got the phone. I've got a couple of books. Just excuse my belly or whatever it is you can see. I hope it's my belly you can see and nothing else. So I've got a couple of books. I've got Cycling in the North of England, Cycling in the Midlands. Cycling in the North of England is a cracking little book. It's a Sustrans book, and it's out of date because a lot of the cycle routes have disappeared in the Sustrans cull of 2020. You know, the cull where they deleted 25% of the network on their 25th anniversary. Any road, if you're in Hull, could we catch up and have a bit of a tarmac urban adventure around Hull, show me the sights? Anybody want to ride over the Humber Bridge? I've done it once. I did it from Barton on Humber. It was a very crappy video in my early days of vlogging. I did it from Barton on Humber. I shall take a Brompton. I did actually 6 miles to cross the Humber Bridge and back, and essentially all I did was ride over the bridge and look at the parking on the Barton side and the country park on the Hull side, but I did circle around and go under the bridge. I did 6 miles. So I want to go over the Humber Bridge again on the bike. So if you'd like to do that, let me know and we'll pick a date. It's only about an hour for me, but I will also pull it in with doing something else in Hull. A couple of nights in a travel lodge, so I'll get a day in Hull, something like that. May even camp, may even come up in the Billingo, and then I may pottle over to Rotterdam from there, seeing as though I'm in Hull. So that's today's video, that's today's vlog number 21. So my cool bike, my denial of getting old, and I'm still going to deny about getting old, regardless of what my body says I'm going to do. It tries to dictate to me what I'm going to do. My body can go off its backside and come along with me. That's my little workout at the gym, which I do. I hope that worked out on the time lapse. So the bike ride's only, I don't think it's even 2 miles, but I do start off with a good cardio pump on the first little hill from home. I'm going to also end it on a little cardio pump on my nemesis hill going back home. Somebody asked me about the traffic lights, how far away the lampposts are that I use. I honestly don't know. It's just a standard 1960s housing development with lampposts, and it's pretty well lit, and I use 2 lampposts because one's on the lowest part of the hill and one's on the highest part of the hill, so they're strategically placed for my benefit, unknowingly, in 65. And the only answer I could give was 23 pedal strokes, and that's it. So I know how far apart they are. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming to the gym. I would like to talk more about age and health, and I don't mind talking about mine. I'm pretty healthy. I'm still fat. Actually, let's talk about that. I went out for afternoon tea on Tuesday. Had a lovely afternoon tea. Had the gluten-free option. I had a pot of Earl Grey. It was ever so nice. We're at Thorsby Hall. Absolutely splendid. And sandwiches and a scone and jam and cream. I did have one, like I might have had 2 tarts, a lemony tart and a hazelnut tart, I can't remember. But I'd certainly felt I'd had enough sugar. The gluten-free bread was good. It didn't lie heavy on me, so that worked out a treat. That was Tuesday. It's now Sunday, and I've been absolutely bloody starving since. It's like when I first went on my healthy eating thing, or whatever you want to call it. You know, my no sugar, no carb thing. It just shows you how having an influx of sugar, hidden complicated carb type or whatever, spikes your insulin, and I found it difficult this week to sort of bring my insulin back into check, because that's all it is. I'll see why I'm using to get hungry. Yesterday I must have drunk, getting on for a gallon of water, trying not to be hungry, and you know, it was difficult. So I'm fighting my way back into the no carbs, no sugar. That momentary relapse has cost me. It hasn't cost me anything, it's just in the old head. Anyway, so I'm going to talk more about diet before I finish with 31 blogs, and fitness, because I think back to that machine there, I think that's probably, I do need to address a bit more about my fitness. This irrelevant to the fact I can ride a push bike and I can keep going all day, and I have to take painkillers to get out of bed in the mornings essentially, but once I've had my painkillers I can roll all day until my next dose, sort of 10 or 11 or even 12 hours later. So I'm going to sit here. I've got coffee, I've got water, I've got a soft mad pad to sit on, I've got my books. I'm going to read about Hull and then go home and upload this video, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please, you know, again I'll say, please message me. To you guys, fantastic messages. I had one yesterday from who knows who he is. Absolutely brilliant, great to receive them. So and if you it's, you know, it's Nottinghamshire Madness at yahoo.com, and it's on Facebook. It's Nottinghamshire Madness by Andrew Marshall, I think it is, group. Message me. It's a massive world we live in, but it's so small when it comes to a bit of information technology and communication. Thanks for watching.